Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Now, all of the videos that I've uploaded on this channel before have been about food, but, I guess you can have against the grain, be under the umbrella of politricks as well, I guess, and in the last video I talked about how people just love to want to be on one side. There's no nuance whatsoever. It's in a situation where it's a one-on-one situation. Either someone is right or someone is wrong, and there's no mix and match in between. Right? When we talk about this situation about ICE, obviously, of course, this would happen in Minneapolis, right? Because the Trump administration obviously has, and I guess I could be joking, half joking here with this one, they have a vendetta against Tim Walz, who I'm not a really big fan of, to be honest with you. I think he was a pretty odd choice for vice president, and it showed during the campaign trail. But, Trump and Vance and all of them, I think they're trying to rub it in by having excess ICE presence in Minnesota, which, again, this is probably just a meme what I'm saying. It's probably not true at all. But since this happened in this city, or maybe it could be because of the Leering Center. What's it called? The Leering Center that the Somali refugees have in the city or whatever. But it's fitting that it happened in the city. But here's the thing, folks. This lady, there is no circumstance in which this lady should have died. None. She should be alive right now doing whatever she would be doing. This altercation should not have resulted in any shots being fired from the ICE officer. So my ultimate opinion is that the ICE officer should be most at fault for what happened on this day. However, you've got to do your due diligence, folks. Now, someone who, for lack of a better phrase, is smart would probably not be challenging. I know ICE people are not officers, but somebody with a brain would not be challenging somebody with a gun in the street. First of all, again, the phrase for this video is do your due diligence. Number one, why? Why do we have cars in the middle of the street? Okay? We've got cars in behind. This car's about to go in front here. There are people probably trying to get to work. I don't know what time this was. But there's no reason. I don't care how much you hate ICE. And there are a lot of people who hate ICE, But there's no reason that you should have your car sprawled out in the middle of the street. Like, what are you doing? I know people think they have rights to do whatever they want, but this in itself is grounds for asking for trouble, So first of all, there's really no reason for this to be happening in the first place, right? Almost crashes into the guy who's trying to actually do something, right? And then ICE comes up, or I don't know if this is the police or if it's ICE or whatever, but, the guy comes up to the door, and he's a bit overbearing, I suppose. I think the altercation between the lady and her wife and the ICE officers came a bit before this, and this, man comes up and charges right to the driver's seats, tries to get her out of the car, which is kind of stupid, to be honest with you, because why would you think the door is unlocked to go straight at the door to try to unlock it? It's just kind of stupid, to be honest with you, even though he's also trying to, get his hand in and unlock the door from the inside. But this is also stupid, folks, all right? Again, some people don't want to say ICE is law enforcement. Maybe ICE isn't law enforcement, but ICE is still an authority figure, All right? You can't just start driving when a law enforcement figure is pulling at your door. You know, it's kind of dumb, to be honest with you. Even if it's unjust, there's a much higher chance of you being unscathed if you just do what you're supposed to be doing. You know? But instead, the guy comes out, the other guy up here, starts shooting. And again, he shouldn't have shot. There's really no reason for him to shoot this lady, to be honest with you. Alright? This is not escalated up to the point where it needed to have a gunshot happen. I agree. For all the nice, soft liberals out there that are saying that this, at least this is an unjust killing. I'm probably not going to say murder, court of law or whatever, but we can agree that this is an unjust killing. However, we need to put some responsibility, or the lady needs to have some responsibility put on her, because when you put yourself into a situation like this, things like this can happen. People have been shot for less of an altercation than this. So the bottom line when it comes to this is, number one, should the lady have died today? Absolutely not. Number two, or I guess this is the same question, should the ICE agent have shot at the lady at all, even with the threat of being sideswiped? No. Because even if, I mean, he did, but even if you shoot at her, that's not going to stop the car, right? If she flees, let the cops chase her, all right? She don't got a gun. This is going to sound very bad, but, you know, she's got a wife. I mean, I don't know of many lesbians who have guns. So let the police chase her. So both of those, for those that are saying ICE is at fault, I agree with you on those 2 points. However, number three, should this lady have put herself in the situation? First of all, should she have her car sprawled out in the middle of the street, interfering with what these ICE people are trying to do? No! I don't know what time it is. Go to work, go home, mind your business. If you want to protest ICE, get outside and do some protesting. Right? That's number one. Number two, should she have tried, or number four now, should she have tried to flee as soon as the guy tried to get at her car door? No. No. Stuff like this, listen, if you watch YouTube videos where you actually see police chases and police body cam footage, this may get you shot. In fact, this has gotten people shot, you know, and whether or not it's justification for them to get shot, this happens. You know what I mean? So, responsibility and accountability have to be spread all around. There is some accountability for the ICE agents, and there's also some accountability for this lady who unfortunately died after this. You know, should the ICE agent who shot, in my opinion, go to jail? I don't think so. Should the ICE agent be an ICE agent anymore? No. The answer is no. But I don't think that he should go to jail because of this. But also, I guess I'll end on this note, right? There are so many, as far as I've heard, there are so many people that they're recruiting to be ICE agents that probably should not be ICE agents. It's probably DEI. You know, DEI without anything to do with race or whatever. You know, people who may not really be qualified to be doing this job are being trained to do this job, and then you've got someone trigger happy like this. I don't really know his background, to be honest with you, besides that he is a Filipina wife or whatever. But maybe he was a DEI hire, and that's the reason why he thought it was okay to shoot his gun. But bottom line is, the accountability has to be spread all around. All right? So for all the nice, soft liberals, I guess this is the left way, for the nice, soft liberals that are saying that the ICE agent should be locked up for life, throw away the key, and even, you know, for the people on the right that are saying that she instigated the entire thing, which she kind of did, and she should be exonerated from all accountability of this. Both wrong, you know. But this is the real last thing. So really, when it comes to this, you know, Trump and Vance are the way that they are. They probably shouldn't be blowharding on X or Truth Social or whatever about this at all, to be honest with you. They should probably shut their mouths about it. If they want to back ICE, that's fine. But they're being a bit, I don't want to say defensive, but offensive about it. This was a bit of a tragedy, obviously. But again, I'll say it for the 7th time, accountability has to be spread all around between ICE, this ICE guy, and this lady. It's really been it. And there it is. That's for Sean against the grain, ladies and gentlemen. Politricks style.